What's up everyone, Nick Peroni here, and I have a really cool case study for you today. I'm going to be showing you inside this store. You're going to see the product, you're going to get to see the ads, so don't go anywhere. This is a truly everything revealed case study, and the cool thing about it is this is going to be drop shipping without Shopify. And I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why, and I'm actually going to give you a really good deal on this platform, much better deal than Shopify, okay? So I just want to get all the really important stuff in there before I start going into the case study, that this is absolutely worth your time to watch, because you're not only get to see a product and the ads, but you're also going to see a platform that is much more friendly to drop shipping for a lot of reasons, and I'm going to go into those. And you're also going to get an exclusive deal and template from this winning store that you cannot get anywhere else. So this is definitely going to be worth your time. Now, this platform is CommerceHQ, and this store that I'm going to be showing you today is a partner store with them, and we created this case study so that we could show everybody, that you don't need to be stuck on Shopify for your drop shipping. And just so you can see here, as I record this, it's April 15th, so we're halfway through the month. This store's already done $44,000 in sales. It fluctuates a little bit, but you can see the conversion rate again for the month here, April 1st to April, let me do that so you guys know it's all fresh and live, is 4.67%. So today this store is done already. It's at noon based on the store time zone. It's already almost $2,000 in sales. Yesterday you see it did almost $3,000 in sales. Over the week it's done $26,000, and I'm just going through this so you guys can see these numbers are fresh and they are real. 4% conversion rate today. Yesterday, a little over 4%. On the week, a little over 4.5%. So really consistent, solid numbers of what this is doing. And the product is it's a one-product store, right? So you guys know that I love one-product stores. I've been preaching one-product stores for drop shipping since 2020. I think it's the best way to crush it with drop shipping because of the way it lets you build a brand. So this is going to be a really cool case study, and you're also going to get access to the template for this as well. So something that will let you basically just plug and play and make your own store using CommerceHQ, and we're going to talk about some of the main benefits of that. But first, let's take a look at the store, all right? So I clicked the View Live Store button, something that almost no other drop shipper on YouTube or anywhere in the world will ever do when they create a case study. And you can see this is called Wally Rock. It's actually a really cool product. Now, it's not a high average order value product like some of the things that I kind of like to do, but it's really solid, right? And it has a high volume potential because when you see this product, right, it's just these really cool stick-on type hooks that you can use basically for anything, anywhere in the house, all right? So this is the home page, right? It's just very simple layout that shows the product and a nice little tagline, and basically all the traffic is being pushed. We're not running ads to the home page, right? All the traffic is being pushed to the product page, which is this, and it's going to look like a long-form landing page. My internet, there we go, dropping in. So here you go. You can see how it's set up, and one of the things that's really cool right now, again, you can get access to this exact template, but one of the things that's really cool about CommerceHQ that I'm going to show you soon is how easy it is to customize different things, right? Like on Shopify, you'd have to download, some kind of app like Gem Pages or something so that you could install it and make a page to look like this. But on here, you can do it very much just right out of the box, okay? So anyway, this is just a look at the product, right? This case study is mostly about the platform. This is not really as much a case study about finding products or, what I'm going to show you the ads, but doing ads. I really just want to show you the one product formula here that's being used on CommerceHQ and talk about why it works so well. Okay. So the content here, now this is on desktop. If we really want to get a true look at it, we need to look at it on mobile, right? Because 90% of traffic is mobile. So this is what it looks like on mobile. The amazing Wally hooks always lead with the review stars. That's something that I've talked about since last year. Product images, trust badges, nice big buy now button. It's automatically set to the two box, all right? So the 2 box for $23.95. And then it tells you how many you get, which is really good. It's making it look like you get extra. Most people order this. Like if you go, now I'm not going to go in, one thing I'm not going to do is go into the orders because I don't want to reveal sensitive information. But I will tell you that most people are ordering the 2 box, which is because it's default set to that, and it just seems like a better deal anyway. So adding a little, this timed out on me just because I've been on the page for a while, but adding a little of the, scarcity here based on the deal. Big buy now button again, and then it goes into your product description. No need to hurt your beautiful wall. Great gift content, which always works really well, showing the product in action. Wally hooks will improve your day because it makes everything so much more tidy. Before and after picture looks really cool. Talking about lifestyle, right? Like really, again, this isn't meant to teach you about product descriptions, but you can see the type of content that works really well are gifts. People love gifts. That's one of the things that helps conversion rates be high because it can show, the product in action, and then just really strong benefit points of the type of things that people would care about, not hurting your wall, right? Making your day easier, making your lifestyle easier because, nobody likes a mess. People like to be tidy and have their stuff organized. Surprised how easy it is and how elegant it is, right? So now after hitting the benefits, going into how it works and showing like exactly what it's made of, how it is, easy to remove. It actually holds good weight, up to 33 pounds. It's waterproof. Like hitting all these benefits really, really strong. Going into frequently asked questions just to answer those things that people might be thinking about, like removing without damaging your wall. What type of surfaces does it work on? And then ending with a nice big, another buy call to action, right? And then reviews at the bottom. Okay, so first of all, I want to state that this type of setup would be very difficult to do on Shopify. Now, look, I've had stores on Shopify that have converted very well, like the one that I just recently showed you guys. So, I'm not here to tell you that it doesn't work. But what I love about CommerceHQ is that you can customize your page to be like this very direct response style where you have the buy now button multiple times, right? With different options, and then you do the content and really build it up, and then you have another buy box here, and then you do reviews, and then you build it up again, and then you have another buy box, and even how to install. So you continually are putting in those chances to buy throughout the page as people scroll. So that's the product, right? Really, really good product. It's very much like a mass appeal style product that can work very, very well. Home and garden niche is a fantastic category, and this is obviously a home product. So lots of use cases for this, very broad appeal. And now let's look at the checkout process. If they go through the checkout process, I'm not going to actually check out, but select 2 boxes, click buy now. Very fast load time, as you can see, goes to your shopping cart. Now, it's being run through worldwide traffic, so that's why there's this note here. Again, another really cool thing about CommerceHQ is you can edit the cart page, and I'm going to show you all this inside the platform. You can edit the cart page to do whatever you want, right? You can't do that in Shopify unless you're on the Shopify Plus plan, which is an absolute nightmare of a deal, right? Anybody paying for Shopify Plus is kind of in Looney Tunes land, honestly. So it's just like really, really cool. You secure checkout, continue shopping button, trust badges, and then they even have this down here again. And then if you go to the checkout process, so insured shipping. So now this is a method that I don't always use. A lot of times I use free shipping, but what they're doing here to give them a little bit more room with the margin, and I'm going to talk about the margin so you know that this is profitable as a case study, is they're adding the $4.95 shipping, which you can see still converts very well at 4%. Most stores that I've seen that are free shipping are not converting at 4%. So now I've had stores that have converted both ways, so I don't want to say like one way can't work. But anyway, let's get into here. One page checkout. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but you get it, the idea here. It's much faster. It's very inline and really cool to use, and you can do this You can change the checkout to many different styles. Again, something you cannot do on Shopify. You only get the option on Shopify to do it the way they give it to you. You can't add trust badges. You can't change the button color if you want to. You can't change what the text says, right? So that's something that I also find really cool about the CommerceHQ platform, is how custom it is. So I'm actually going to go in and show you, now that we've looked at the store and done like a walkthrough, I'm going to go through and show you how this platform works inside this store. But first I want to jump in and just talk about some of the disadvantages to Shopify for dropshippers, all right? Because I've used Shopify many times, and like you guys know that I've built ecom empires kind of on Shopify. But one thing that I never wanted to be is platform dependent, right? I want to be platform agnostic, meaning that like I go where the best platform is, and you have the option, okay? Because I know a lot of people are getting tired of Shopify. They shut down stores all the time, right? So that's one negative, is getting your store shut down for no reason. This has happened to me, and it's happened to many other people where it's just no reason at all. They just shut it down. You just log in one day and it's gone, and you get that screen of death. And then you contact them and they say, oh, well, it's too bad. Your store presented a level of risk and we don't really have to help you. Okay? That's basically what they say, right? You can take your business elsewhere. You'll never have to worry about that with CommerceHQ because they are built for drop shipping, right? They know you're drop shipping. They're not going to punish you for that. Another thing is Shopify payments, all right? Shopify is in the payment processing game. If you guys did not know that, then let me be the first to tell you that Shopify payments is where they are cleaning up, because they are forcing people. It used to be years ago you could integrate with almost any payment processor you want, but now they are basically forcing people to use Shopify payments. They don't allow you to change your checkout. They've banned all third-party checkout apps, right? They just did that as of this year. You can no longer install a third-party checkout app. So they're basically really trying to take control of making sure you use Shopify payments so they can collect money on you. Well, a lot of times what that means is Shopify payments can come with anywhere from a 10% to a 25% reserve on your money for 180 days, okay? And a lot of you guys know this because you've been hit with it. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? Very hard to scale if you're not somebody that already has money in the bank and you're just trying to start out. And 180 days, they're putting you up to a 25% reserve on your money. That can make things very difficult. With CommerceHQ, you can integrate directly on the payment processing, right? You can integrate directly with Stripe and multiple other options like Braintree and NMI and basically anything. Like they're not, CommerceHQ is not making money on your processing, okay? So that's really, really cool, because Shopify, that's what they're all about. They're making money on your processing. Now, again, I'm not saying that Shopify payments can't work for some people, established brands and this and that. But for drop shipping, you're very likely to get hit with a reserve. Or they might even tell you that your business presents a level of risk that you can't use Shopify payments, and then you're stuck. Or maybe you're in a country where Shopify payments isn't even available to you, and then what are you supposed to do, right? Well, CommerceHQ helps you solve that by giving you multiple payment processor integrations that you can use. Now, again, this is one of the areas I'm not going to go to because I don't want to show sensitive information. But you can integrate with Stripe. You can directly with Stripe, directly with PayPal, and multiple other integrations. I can post that below, or you can just ask me. There's many of them, like all the big popular ones, right? And you can have custom merchant processing integrated too if you need it. Okay, so this is completely removed as a disadvantage. The third-party checkout. One of the things that's really cool about CommerceHQ, like I said, is not only that they have all this stuff built in, which I'll go over later, but that you can do, here's the checkout page, right? You can directly edit, no, this isn't what I wanted to do. This is your basic settings, but what I wanted to go to is actually in the themes. So let's open up the theme. again, you will get this theme. We're going to. I asked the team. I asked CommerceHQ. I asked John, and they said, yeah, sure, we can clone that for them, absolutely. Now let me adjust my screen so you can see all of this a little bit better. All right. So when you're in here, let's go to the checkout page first, and then we'll talk about some of this other stuff, right? So you can see shopping cart, checkout page. You can edit all this stuff directly right in here. So everything you can edit. Now, again, if you're not somebody who is very, this, I don't know why it's showing up like that. I think that's just an error. So if you're not somebody who's very savvy with all this stuff, then it doesn't matter, because you're going to get this exact theme, and all you would have to do is, change what you want. If you want to change the image, you select the image, and then this is an app. This is the security badge app. Okay, so this is by default in the apps. I'll show you that. There's not much to change on the checkout page, but here's, like, if you wanted to change the image, then you just change the image, right? If you want to change the template that they use, then you can change the template. They have different templates you can use here, different templates you can use for the checkout form, right? So you can do it like that, or you can change the template to something different. They have multiple options here based on how you want to set it up. You can change the button colors just by selecting the button. See, selecting the button, there's the background, and you can change the font, you can change what it says. Like, all of this is stuff that is completely able to be customized. And again, if you don't want to do it, then you can just use this theme that already is proven to convert very well. But if you do want to do it, then you can customize this as much as you want. And that's what I love about what I'm showing you, actually, is that it's very simple to use if you just want to use this default template that works very well. Or for people that really like to be able to go in and customize things the way they want them to be, you have so much freedom to customize everything. All right, so here's the shopping cart page. You can see everything is something that can be edited. All right, all of it can be changed however you want. It's all text-based and image-based. So if I want to go in here and change the image, then very easy to do that. The buttons, here is where it links to, right? So you can set your buttons to link to whatever you want. And this, again, they have templates for like your main areas. Of course, as you see this, right? This is kind of like Shopify and ClickFunnels merged and came into this platform, right? Because it has your drag and drop builder like ClickFunnels does, but it has, it's your e-commerce function like Shopify with the template that we're giving you. So you can see they have stuff by default for specific pages, right? So for your shopping cart page, they have the cart table element that you can just drag in and use. Now, that's what this element is right there, right? And they have continue shopping, checkout button, checkout timer, related items, security badge. So all of these things are your drag and drop elements that you can use to put in here anywhere you want. Specific e-commerce functions, currency converter built in, and then we'll look at some of these when we go back to the page. So everything can be edited. That's what I'm really showing you now. Even the thank you page. You can't edit the thank you page in Shopify, right? Unless you get an app. Some apps let you do it. But in this one, you can see you can edit the thank you page. There's multiple things. Again, thank you page template. If I wanted to drop in their order number. So the order number is actually like a dynamic thing that will update based on their order number. The shipping address, if you wanted to put that in here like that, you could just drop it in, and then they have different templates that you can use. Now you might say, well, Nick, why isn't it centered? Everything can be adjusted from this side, right? Like there's things in here that based on how you choose the template and how you want to set it up. So I could give it a border if I want to add a border to it. Sorry, clicked out of it by accident. Right, if I want to add a border to it, if I want to add more margin. Again, I love this because Shopify doesn't let you, you just have to use the default stuff that Shopify gives you. Unless you're good with code, there's no way to just easily come in and play around with the settings on the page and adjust things. You can adjust the padding inside of it. right? Again, I'm just showing you this stuff, kind of playing around a little bit to show you how easy it is to change these things and mess with it the way you want it to be. And of course, you can scroll this through based on mobile, desktop, and tablet, right? You have these three options, and you can even set it up so that it looks differently on each way. So say on mobile, while I have it on mobile, I want to adjust it to like just on mobile, say I want to bring it down the text size so it's on one line, right? So I can adjust that just for mobile, and then on desktop it's still, you know, the same text size that it was. All right, so again, that's very much like the ClickFunnels functionality, right? If you're familiar with that platform, you can change it to look how you want, specifically by element on each size, desktop, tablet, and mobile. Which is really good, right? I love the ability to do that. Again, the template you get will have most of it preset right out of the box anyway, but it's really cool that you can do that. And other things, right? Upsell campaign, you saw that? It has automatic built-in post-purchase upsell. Again, not possible with Shopify unless you get like one-click upsell, which is going to cost you, you know, at least, I forget what their most latest rates are, but they're taking a percentage of your transaction as well, right? And they're also charging you on a monthly basis. So where was that? Where was it? Oh, upsell campaign, right? So the upsell campaign, this is like your basic template here. You have multiple templates you can choose from, and then you would have to choose a product, of course. So you can link this button here to wherever you want. Okay, so the continue shopping button, you can link it to whatever page you want to. You can put whatever image you want. So these things are just cool custom options that you can do. Again, it's after the purchase, and you can put this upsell special deal like, hey, you know, we have this awesome special deal. You can get it right now. And you can click for them to go get it on like a certain page, right? Something like that. You get what I'm saying? So let's look a little bit more at just the product page, because I just want to show you a few more things, okay, about how you can customize all of this, right? So there's the hamburger menu, which is something, right, you can go in here and then you can change each link to be however you want, right? Like by double clicking on it, I can open the link and then set it over here to the page that I want, whatever the text is. All very basic stuff, right? Easy to use. So when it comes to setting up your product, okay, all this is linked to your product page. When you have your quantity selector, you know, there's different templates for this too. It'll be linked to the product page you have in your store. So I'll show you that in a minute, or the products that you have in your store. But like all this is just created custom, right? So you can set this up however you want it to look. Again, which is really cool, because in Shopify you have to work within the template they give you, and it doesn't allow you, like if I wanted to say here, let me find an element. All right, so they have, first of all, they have all these product page elements that are specific to like product pages, okay? Like your image, related items, security badge, if you want to add a timer, if you want to add reviews button. So those are all things. And then you have like the little text options that you can add here. So I could say like save 50%. Okay, which things like this can be conversion boosters, right? And then I can edit it to make it whatever size I want. I can click on the box to see here. I can add padding to it so that I can change the spacing a little bit, right? So you can't do that in Shopify, right? You'd have to go try to find somebody to code that in for you. And stuff like this, you might want to play around with, because these can be big conversion boosters, the way that you present the price. You can make one bigger than the other. You can change the colors, right? So it's all cool stuff that I love that it's so custom, okay? And that you can change it. Now, again, you can set this up to look however you want on the different formats. It will automatically be responsive for you. You can choose if you want certain things to show up on each one, or if like you only want it to show up on desktop and on mobile, you want to do something different. And yeah, all of this stuff is, so you'll get this template, and then like it's very plug and play, right? You can just change the image, come in here, change the text, change the heading, change all this stuff, change the content to how you want it, move it around a little bit. If you only have one item to sell and you don't have two, you could just change the price to one price and take away the two options here and just have one big buy now button, right? Like all this stuff. The reviews, very easy to change by just clicking in and editing. Okay, so I hope, that was very quick. Like it's not meant to be a full-on tutorial, because these guys actually have a full-on tutorial of everything. So, it's if you're somebody who's familiar with ClickFunnels and WordPress, you're going to pick this up like snap of a finger. If you're familiar with Shopify, you're going to be amazed by how much more custom it can be and how you can adjust everything. And by getting this template, there's really not going to be much of a learning curve, and you'll just figure out, how the different things work. Like basically over here, whenever you select an element, this is how you can set the alignment, the device visibility, the different padding size, the size of the image, if it links to anything, and then all these other different options, borders, corner radius, ways to transform it, shadows, and different effects based on the element. All right. So, and that's available no matter what you click. There's going to be all this stuff over here that allows you to edit it. And then over here is where your elements are, where your pre-built pieces are. They even have a whole section of pre-built pieces for different parts of your page, like your headers, right? So very simple to just drag in an e-commerce type header based on what you want your store to look like. Then there's your image heroes, good for banners, one product stores, very good for, I love these. They have a lot of really good ones. Video hero, gallery hero, all kind of the same thing, but different pre-built templates, right? So these are like your sections, okay? Think of these as like sections that you can add. It's already built, and then all you have to do is go fill in the content yourself later, right? So it makes it very simple, even FAQs and videos about us, right? So it's all there. Here, this is where you can see all your layers stacked out together. So it gives you an option if you want to be really technical and select certain things. This is where your assets will be based on whatever you uploaded to the different pages. And then here's your page settings, right? The title and SEO stuff. Down here, site settings that you have for your favicon, any codes and meta tags that you want to add. So all really, really good stuff, right? Now, next thing that I want to show you is adding a product, right? Because adding a product is very simple and it connects to your theme, okay? So same way you would with Shopify. You have your stuff here, single variant, multi-variant, and then all your basic information, images, SEO stuff, right? Like really, really simple, which you can see here with this product list. So the thing is, with a one product store, you don't even really need to do anything other than just add your product, because like you'll see here, since we built our one product store the way we wanted to, all you have to do is make sure your variants and your pictures are in here and your title, and you don't have to do anything else because all of that was built on the theme page, right? So you don't need to do it that way. Now, you could do a general store too. Like, obviously, I'm not saying you can't do a general store. You can, and add it to a collection and do it that way if you want to, or a niche store. And they have themes for that as well. Okay, just like so. If I go back into the themes, and you see like this theme, for example, this is like a multi-product store theme. Let me, hold on, this one looks like somebody was working on it. Oh, because it's a theme store is what I meant to do, because it's a twig theme. Which are twig themes are like for people who know what they're doing when it comes to editing. Builder themes are the ones that are like pre-built templates, right? So there's something for both. There's something for you really techie people that want to do it yourself. And then there's the builder themes for people like me that want to find something that looks cool and then just build on that. So it doesn't have to be a one product store. As you can see, they have themes for niche stores and if you want to do a general store, which I kind of think would be really bonkers to do in 2021. But anyway, like this is what you can do here. They have different types of themes that you can choose from. So it doesn't have to be a one product store. It could still be a niche store. You can still build your collections list. You can still stack your inventory. And all this stuff. Like, this is pretty basic. I'm not going to go through every single function. The abandoned checkouts are built in, so you don't need to get an app for that. As you can see, this is working. I'm not gonna open it up, but actually I will open it up because I want you to see that number one, 13% of the abandoned checkouts have been recovered, which is no joke, right? That's really solid numbers. I don't care if you're marketing with Klaviyo or Abandonment Protector. This is really solid numbers of how it's actually working. All right, and one of the things that I want to show you here that's really cool is it's very simple to set up. It's just like, subject, time to send out. They have templates, and then you can go through and edit the stuff in there very simply. And you can add as many as you want. That's what I like as well, too. So there's 3 in here, which is pretty standard. That's generally what I do. But if you wanted to add another email, you could go through and add an email for as many as you wanted. You could have 10 emails in here if you wanted. All right, but as you can see, it's really simple to edit. Store logo, you choose your colors, and then this is your headline that goes here. And then this is your body text that goes here with certain preset stuff that you can put in. And we can include these abandoned cart templates as well. The button call to action, really simple, right? There's no need to overcomplicate this or overthink it, and you can see that it's working. It's converting at 13%, and it automatically, dynamically updates what they had in their cart, right? So what else did I want to show you? All right, they have the App Store. This is also, now, as far as I know, one of the questions people will ask me is fulfillment integration. All right, so you can integrate, you can add a private app here to integrate with any type of fulfillment provider you want to, because it's open API integration. Now, by default, they sync with Shopify, and you can sync with Yakify very, very easy. Yakify is the fulfillment company I've been promoting and telling people about. It's the one that I've scaled to, thousands, over 10,000 orders in a month with Yakify. So I do recommend them, and they're somebody that you can install to this store. You can also use Dropify as well, which in my opinion is much better than Oberlo. So I think it's good for that as well. And then you can, if you need to, there's ways that you can also, of course, export your orders. See the CSV templates that you could export orders and use a supplier that way. Or you could integrate them by adding a private app and just giving your fulfillment partner the access that they need through that way. All right, so that can all be done. And then they have basically all the apps you need. Webhooks, Webhooks allow you to integrate, with multiple different things. So you could almost integrate to anything with a webhook if you know what you're doing there. Accelerator is something that is really cool. I'll go into that in a second. That's like a built-in feature that they have for helping you get your store set up. Email marketing sync. You can sync with Klaviyo, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign by default. And then they have ShipStation if you want to ship for fulfillment. And you can see the rest of them. Currency converter. They do have print-on-demand services integrated automatically. They have different things here. If you want to migrate your Shopify store over, very simple to do that. Allows users to set custom shipping prices for different products, reviews, budget, dynamic face speed catalog, security badge, checkout timer. Here's your exit intent pop-up if you want to use that. Promo bar, Zapier integrations. Again, this allows you to basically do any API to your store you want. And then, of course, timer, sales pop in, and quantity left. So all of this stuff comes by default. You don't have to pay for any of this. And they are also adding sticky add to cart. That should be done as well. And they're also adding recurring payments. So there's basically like, Shopify is known for its app store, but, really, what do you guys use? I use Vital's app for Shopify, and that's basically all these things here, right? So you get all of this included. And remember, like I said, you're going to get a deal that is much cheaper than using Shopify, and that's definitely going to be true. I'll cover that at the end. All right, so once you install an app, you don't have to install them. Once you do install one, you'll see it in here. The product accelerator is a cool function because basically they give you your checklist of things to go through and do. So you could literally have a store set up in hours. And they also have built-in product research. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these or like comment on which might be good to sell or not good to sell, but I just think it's really cool that they include this for you to get ideas. Again, if you're drop shipping, then product research is a daily part of your routine, and you're not getting this stuff with any other platform out there. So it's just a really cool bonus that they also add in here, and they're constantly updating it. And if you click on a certain one, then you'll see that they give you a sample description, they give you sample reviews, they give you sample ad copy, and even sample targeting with suggested pricing that you could make money as well. So I think that's really cool. Oh, and it links to the AliExpress one too, right, if you want to see the sourcing URL. So again, yeah, I think that's really cool that they have all of that. Domains is simple. Like I'm not going to go through some of this simple stuff. Setting up your shipping is very simple. You do that just like anything. But I do want to go through Upsell Campaigns because Upsell Campaigns is something unique that they have here that, again, you can't get on Shopify by default. All right, so this is you can see this one was running for a little while and had a good conversion rate, and then they just decided to start selling 2 boxes right on the product page. But I do want to just show you what you have as a functionality here. You have the ability to do related products before checkout, buy one get one before checkout. You can do store-wide discounts with a timer after checkout, and you can even do one-click upsells after checkout. All right, so this is like built-in functionality that no other platform has. Again, the only real way to do it with Shopify these days is with one-click upsell, and you're going to be paying a good chunk of your money out by doing that. So here's how it goes. You name the campaign whatever you want. You can select maybe you only want certain products or certain conditions. So product must match, the title must be something, or the price must be something. So you can really customize this as much as you want. If you had multiple products on your store and you wanted to post-purchase upsell, based on what they bought, then you can absolutely do that here. Manually add items, right? So if I just want to manually select, okay, if they buy this, if you want to only do it for certain countries as well, you can do that. Continue to the funnel page. Oh, test campaign. Okay. Showing you the funnel page. You can just build from blank, or they have this default one that you can use, which already comes set up pretty nicely. Now, again, I just showed you how the funnel builder works, so I'm not going to go through all of this, but like this is a really nice, very standard, like one-time upsell page. With your headline, and obviously you could add some custom text in here as well. And then you have this comes like after they purchase, before they hit the thank you page, right? So they can click add to order, and it will automatically charge them without them having to go through the checkout process again, or they can click no thanks and it'll just take them to the checkout page. You're not going to hurt your conversion rate no matter what, because they already went through the checkout process. So this can only help. And if you want to build one from blank, then it would just take you into the funnel builder, right? Or if you wanted to do it from in here, so element group, all this stuff, they have specific things for it's basically like your thank you page template, but you're going to be able to edit it as a step before they hit the thank you page. And like I showed you, you can use the one that they have by default if you wanted to. Here's the one that was being used for a little while. And again, you can see it had the 70% conversion rate. But it's not being used anymore because it's just converting really good, selling them on the actual page itself, right? Most people ended up starting to take that option to just buy two anyway. So that's everything I wanted to show you with the platform. I think it's amazing. You're getting this template included, which I think is really cool. You have all of this built-in functionality that no other platform really has that you're going to be able to get with all of these, to use with right out of the box, basically. Okay, and you can integrate right between the webhooks and Zapier. You can integrate with anything you want. Email marketing sync, you can integrate with all your major email platforms. It has all the built-in apps that you need for a high converting store. And at the same time, for your fulfillment partner, you can also integrate in here. You have your abandoned checkouts and your orders page, which I'll show you briefly. I'll try to blur some of this out, I guess, because I like how their orders page is set up, where you can actually see everything here and scroll through all the orders, and you can display many more than that. It makes it easier to scroll through orders than on Shopify, and anybody who's had lots of orders on Shopify knows how that is. So I do actually like that as well. Here's your CSV fulfillment button where you can download all your orders. And the cool thing is that right from your dashboard, you can build multiple stores without having to actually open a whole new store, which with Shopify is something that I always found annoying, that like you have to completely open a new store and then you'd have to have all these different tabs open. Here you can have this drop down menu and you can have multiple stores on one account. For actually, you're going to see how cheap you can get that in a minute. Multiple stores on one account, and you can just flip back and forth between them, right here. Okay, so for all those reasons, like I think that it's just absolutely crushing it on these areas for drop shippers. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you quickly is the ads as well, right? I told you I'd show the ads, so let's take a look at the ads for this month. Which is the data time that we're looking at on the store as well. This product it's being run worldwide. It's just such a mass appeal product that there's CBOs, after lots and lots of testing, of course, and getting, lots of purchases, well into the thousands of purchases. It's at broad targeting at this point, right? There's still some CBOs that are running like, the CBO jump method, where you duplicate it and you have multiple in there. These ones are just getting warmed up, but you can see that there's just a lot of no targeting ads running now on these CBOs that are working really, really well. So let me just show you an example of the ad, right? It's just got multiple copies of the same ads in here. Again, this is not meant to be an ads tutorial, so I'm just trying to show you that really all I want to show you in this is the ad itself, so you can get like a look at a really good ad that's converting very well. So this is it. Here's the style. These hooks save me money and time from not drilling my walls. No drill, no holes, no glue, multi-purpose, waterproof. Get yours 50% off now. And it's a really good video, right? Just showing the picture in use, problem, solution type of product. Showing the problem and now showing the solution, and they're just showing over and over again how easy it is to use. Like, it's very much, it grabs your attention. It's a really cool product. Good video. And then your call to action, right? So as you can see, this is generating fantastic cost per click across the board, and it's not just selling worldwide. Like here's this is a test campaign that's targeting in the United States here, and on the testing phase right now to continue finding new audiences. Here's a CBO, no targeting, United States. just basically letting it run wide, getting a really good average cost per purchase on these. So I want to show you, just because again, this is meant to be one of the things. When I was talking with CommerceHQ, I was like, look, you guys know me. When we build this case study together, we build this store, it can only ever be legit, right? So you guys get to see here that for the month of April so far, $20,598 in spend, right? Let's just call it $20,600 in spend. Now, the cost, go back to the dashboard here. So the average order value on this product is $28.80. Okay, let's just call it, actually, it doesn't even matter. I'll just show you the total for this month, total revenue. From the 1st to the 15th, it's $44,000. Let's just call it $44,200. Okay, so you have that, right? This is our ad cost, and then we need our COGS. Okay, so the average product here cost $8. Okay, so with shipping, right? It's a really cheap product. Obviously, you can tell that just by looking at. Now, I mean, not that it's cheap quality, but it's cheap COGS because it's small, it's mass produced, and it's very light to ship, right? So shipping 2 boxes, which is what most people get, with shipping included, is an $8 all-in cost to the U.S. So we're just going to use that as our baseline because that's like the most expensive that it will ever be. In some cases, it'll be cheaper. So looking at $8, there's been 1,466 orders. Let me do my math on my phone real quickly. 8 times 1,466 is 11,728. So again, let's just use round numbers and say 750. All right. So what we have here then is 44,200 minus 20,600 plus 11,750, which equals 11,850. All right, and then if we take that and divide it by the revenue, we see that that's going to be a 26.8% profit margin. So as you are seeing here, you are seeing a legit dropshipping case study that is showing you actually a store that is working right now, that is making enough money right now to provide a real business, a real income to people. You're not seeing this kind of content anywhere else. I want to give a major shout out to CommerceHQ for working with me on this store and for agreeing that it was good to go transparent and reveal all of this stuff. And I want to also now finish up by telling you how you can get this deal that I think is something that you're really, really going to like. All right, and here is the deal. The CommerceHQ special for ecom empires is going to give you 3 stores for $99 a month. All right, now you still get a 14-day free trial. Okay, so you still get a chance to try it out, right, and see how it works. But as you know already, all right, on the fact that you're getting all your apps included, you're getting the Accelerator product library included. There's also the training. Let me just try to show that as well really quickly. Where is there? Here's your pixels, by the way, where you put in your Facebook pixel. Shopify integration. What am I looking for here? Oh, the help page. Okay, I want to show you this because I think this is important. They've actually done a fantastic job documenting everything you need to know. All right, so here's, like I mentioned, the twig themes for developers that want to build your own templates. Here's API for anything you want to integrate. Of course, contact their support. They do have a Facebook group for help. And then they have their knowledge base with articles or videos, whichever one you want, to basically show you every single thing you need to know. All right, from your listing products, adding products, creating collections, mass fulfillment, invoicing. Like, look, every single thing in here has a video on it, which I think is just really top notch, honestly, that they went through and created training for every single piece of how you use their platform. And I love that. And they have really good support as well. So that is really, really valuable in here. But again, you're getting the 3 stores for $99. So this is something, it's really great for the one product store strategy that I've showed people. Like, so you can test multiple stores at once based on, finding a couple of different products, building a couple one product stores using the template. The template that you saw, the Wally Hook template, will be already installed in your store for you in your themes section so that you can use it, and you'll get those 3 stores, right? Now, I know you might be saying, well, Shopify is $29 a month. But with Shopify, you are going to be paying for a lot of extra apps. It absolutely guaranteed that you will. Generally with Shopify, you're probably going to end up paying anywhere in the range of $60 to $90 for a very basic store once your apps are included. Here, you don't need any of that. It's all comes included, okay? So you are saving money on the subscription cost. You're getting something more convenient because all your stores are bundled in one. You don't have to open up a new store each time. You don't have to open up a new Shopify payments account each time. You don't have to worry about potentially getting a new reserve on each Shopify payments each time, or having, so all these things are just built in. And what I love is that one of the things that's really cool as well is when you hook up your payment processing, okay, you'll see that they let you create your custom statement indicator in there. So basically, you can hook up the same Stripe account to all your different stores, and you don't have to worry about it's going to show something weird on the billing statement, because it won't, because they changed that at the store level. So I think that's really cool. Again, it goes into this idea of being able to have 3 stores and not need anything else. You can do the same thing with PayPal, right? So I really like that. Again, you get the 14-day free trial. You're saving money. You get to integrate directly with any payment processor you want, so you're saving money there. You get one-click upsells built in, so you're saving money there. It's just really built for drop shipping. These guys aren't making money on your payment processing, right? It's in their best advantage just to simply give you a really good platform with really good support that is going to have your back, is not going to shut down your store. Of course, I'm not saying that you should go out there and try to promote black hat stuff, right? Obviously, they do have their own terms of service. If you try to be some kind of scammer and blatantly take advantage of the platform, then you deserve to be shut down. But I'm talking about the people like me who are out there just trying to make a living, building your dropship stores, selling products, actually providing good customer service, delivering your products, right? But you don't want to have to worry about Shopify shutting your store down because it presents a level of risk, right? So you don't ever have to worry about that again. All you have to do is click here to get your 14-day free trial. It'll take you to a very simple sign-up page, full name, email address, password, and that's it. You're signed up. All right. Now, you're not going to have access to the product Accelerator until you actually go in and put in your credit card information. So this is just so you know that this is unlocked as soon as you do that. And the only reason they do that is because this is something that they only want for the serious customers, right? Not the people who are going to sign up for a free trial and then just never even do anything. Okay. So once you put your credit card info in, you'll get this access to the Accelerator product library. And of course, you'll have all 3 stores out the box with all the functionality that you need all ready to go. So guys, look, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them under the video. I'm happy to help with any questions that you might have. I hope that you got good value out of this video. And if you are drop shipping, as you can see, I made the switch to CommerceHQ. I'm working with them. I think it's a really good platform. And again, so many people you should not be platform dependent on Shopify or worshiping Shopify. Yeah, of course they're a huge company now and they have big brands on them, but what's best for your business, right? What's best for you with what you're doing and the way that you're trying to scale? That's what you really need to start to consider as you're thinking. And you no longer have to just only think Shopify is the only option. Dropshipping or WooCommerce. Like, you have a really good platform here that is actually built specifically for people who are dropshipping, with all the functionality you need packed in to one powerful dashboard right out of the box, custom, ready to go. And something that is a platform you can grow and scale with as well, since you can integrate basically anything that you want to through custom API, through Zapier, and also being able to integrate any merchant processing solution that you want to as well, any fulfillment partner. Like, there's really no reason not to be checking this out, not to be scaling your business with CommerceHQ. And I'm happy that I got to do this case study, because I know I did a video back in December talking about dropshipping without Shopify, and it was this very small case study, and ever since then me and CommerceHQ have been working on putting together a new one. And so now you've seen it on a live store that is actually doing very well, and is still in the scaling process, and is something that you can get that same exact template. I know that's not listed here, but again, you will get that template only if you go through my custom link. It is an affiliate link, of course, but it's a good deal for you that I've worked out here, right? So it's in your advantage, because I got the deal for your custom template, and I got the deal for you 3 stores for $99 instead of 1. They have customers paying $99 just for 1 store, because it's worth it. Still, with everything you get included, right? It's definitely worth it, especially considering the upsell, the post-purchase upsell. I mean, such a game changer, honestly, that's included right out of the box. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go to the link. So there will be a link under this video, of course, that will have the link that you need, right? Let me just pull it up here really quickly so you know what it is. There it is. So it's ecomempires.commercehq.com. Of course, there will be a link with this video underneath, but just make sure that I'm showing everybody as well. ecomempires.commercehq.com. Hope you all are having an amazing day, evening, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is while you're watching this. I wish you nothing but the best. I am here, as always, to be the people's champ that helps you make money with drop shipping. That is my goal. That is my mission. I want to see you succeed. Use the free content that I've given you. Use the case study. Use CommerceHQ in this template, and go out there and absolutely crush it. I wish you all the best. Cheers.